Hi guys, welcome to Momma from Scratch. If you are new, hello and welcome. Today I am sharing with you another Gallerie Decor dupe. I'm having a lot of fun making these things, and this one particularly I have been wanting to make for months now, and I couldn't figure out how to make it until I saw one similar to it in a hotel room, and I was like, oh, light bulb moment went off, and I was like, I know now how to make it. So I'm really excited to share it with you guys. The only thing I will say is that mine needs more crystals. I did not have enough crystals on hand, and then I went back to the store to get more, and they are out. So I will say, if you're going to be making this one, grab an extra bag or two of crystals. You will need it. I ended up using 2 bags, it needs 3 bags. And if you're going to be making it quite larger than mine, I would suggest getting 5 or 6 bags of crystals. But whatever the case, this decor would cost $160 to make, and we are going to be making it for about $5 or $6, which is awesome. Also depending on how many bags of crystals you end up getting. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's jump into the DIY part.
So for this DIY, you are going to want the wire wreath holders. Each wreath holder has 4 circles, so you can pick however many you want. Some wire cutters, some floral wire itself, E6000, a glue gun, and then I'm using 2 different style gems, the flat back marble or the crystal ones I used for our crystal tray I made a few weeks ago. And then I'm using some black spray paint to cover up the green wire. If you don't have that, you could just use black acrylic paint if you wanted to. You're going to start by taking your wire cutters and cutting out each circle. Be careful not to cut the wrong direction. If you do happen to want a smaller circle, all you have to do is cut it down and wire it together. And you're going to do this to the entire wreath, that way you end up with 4 circles. And if you're going to be using a couple different wreath holders, then just cut out however many circles you want. Next, you're going to want to figure out what design you are looking for, and this is where you can get really creative and figure out what you want. I'm just using 4 circles for this one because I didn't want it too large. I made one of them smaller. Go ahead and take your floral wire and go ahead and cut out a couple different size pieces. I would say 6 to 8 inches is good because you're going to wrap that around the 2 pieces and then twist it and then wrap it around again and again until you're done with the wire. Basically, it's going to hold the wires, the circle loops together, and it looks a little flimsy right now, but once you get done attaching them all, it holds together really well. And so you can figure out the width that you want and the depth of the circles, how much they overlap or don't overlap by doing this. And I'm just twisting it and getting that nice and secure and nice and tight. So once you have that all done, then go ahead and cut out about 8 to 10 inch wires, and you're going to wrap it around again just like we just did and twist it at the base, and then leave about 3 to 5 inches on each side, and then you're going to make a little circle that's going to hold the gem. And you're going to make that circle and then loop it around so it holds secure so it doesn't fall apart. And you're going to do that all the way around each circle, figuring out like how you want the gems to look based off of the picture that we have here. They're sticking out every different direction. I will say for the gems though, make sure you pick up at least 3 packs if you're just going to be doing the 4 circles that I am doing here, because I ran out and I needed more, and then the store didn't have any. So if you're going to do this, don't use just 2 packs, use 3 if not more, depending on how blingy you want this. And so I'm just wrapping this around, and you can figure out the design that you want. You can put 2 crystals together, 3, 5, 7. It really just depends on what you're looking for. And this part is a little bit more tedious. I would suggest wearing some gloves because my fingers really did hurt at the end of this. And you can see how I'm just rearranging it, and you can see the little circles here as I'm going. And it's just one of those things, put on a movie while you do this part, and yeah. Once you have all the wires on, go ahead and spray paint everything so it's nice and black. Then I'm taking my hot glue gun, but you could use E6000, just don't get it on your fingers. And I'm securing anything that is loose because some of the wires are a little bit loose. Once I have that done, then I'm taking a little bit of the glue and placing it around the circle part and then holding the gem on there. Again, don't burn yourself here. You can also put it on the backs of the gems and then hold it down onto the wire. So this begins another process of just gluing on all the gems. And mixing, matching the gems, I think gives a little bit different feel to it, and each gem shines a little bit differently by using the two different styles. But this is how it turned out. I really like it. It is a little bit smaller than the Gallerie one, but that's okay because I didn't want it to be super huge. Like I said, I think it does need more gems, but I ran out and the store didn't have any more. But I do think it looks pretty spot on to the Gallerie one. If you guys enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it. And as always, I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.